Today is Tuesday, today's Tuesday, March 9th, 2021, and I am back aboard the Flying Spur. It took a couple weeks, what I hoped would take 4 or 5 days, and but there's one minor item to be completed. It's just for the galley sink, and we had to replace the seacock in there. I won't go over everything now. I'll do that later on a breakdown of what was done. But anyway, yeah, we are back aboard, and tomorrow morning, Wednesday, at 7 a.m. Is when I'm gonna get out of here. I do have someone actually that I met like the first day here. He's a resident. He's got a 127 that's just down right there, and he and I are going to make the trip back together. So pretty cool that he offered to do that, and yeah, we'll check back in with you in the morning. I stayed on board for the night before departure. It felt so great getting out of a hotel room at last. Wednesday, March 10th, at 6:30, and we're gonna shove off at 7 and head down the ICW. So yeah, start the engine here in a bit, and we'll get going. The Intracoastal Waterway, or ICW, is a series of inland natural and man-made waterways, and we will leave Nautaw, pass by Beaufort, through Port Royal Sound, and finally around Hilton Head Island to get back into Shelter Cove. Well, hey everybody, we're just leaving this morning. This is Russ from Nautaw. Yeah, heading back to Hilton Head Island. Woohoo!
It's gonna be a great day.
Wow, look at that sun. It was a dead calm that morning, so we motored much longer than if there was some wind. And even when there was wind, it really wasn't much, but we made the most of it. The original plan was to leave 3 days earlier on Sunday, where there were around 12 knots of wind forecasted the entire day. But delays at the yard pushed our departure. Russ was a great sport about it though. I know he was looking forward to sailing in some nice winds as much as I was, but he joined us on the way back regardless. We probably saw 20 or more dolphin on the way. Nice to see them welcoming us on our journey. At last, out on the open water, she spreads her wings. We played around with tacking and jibing in the light wind while we waited for about 45 minutes to pass through the Woods Memorial drawbridge. The draw opens only on the hour during the weekdays, and they didn't begin the opening procedures until exactly 1100. I watched other sailboats do the same circling procedure during my stay in Beaufort, so it was no surprise. This bridge is 65 feet. No draw, just sail on. We got out into Port Royal Sound and found enough of a breeze to fill the sails. So we opened up the main and the jib and just enjoyed our time making our way across to Hilton Head Island. Well, all journeys have a stopping point, and this one was a bit more abrupt than necessary. As I came into my slip, I was clipping along at too hot of a speed, and I bumped my dock box with the anchor. I was fortunate not to have hit my bobstay. I will not be making this same mistake again. Here's how the dock looks for my boat. There are 2 stern cleats, 2 bow cleats on the boat. On the dock there's a cleat here, 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 and here. This is the port bow dock line, starboard bow dock line, and stern dock line. These 3 dock lines are good at keeping the boat from swinging laterally, but they are entirely useless at keeping the boat from moving forward in the slip. So, to solve that problem, there's a spring line that goes from the bow cleat on the boat to a cleat on the center of the dock, and that limits forward motion. Apart from coming in way too hot, I neglected to vocalize my intentions about quickly securing the spring line and the stern line. I had thought that if I did that, that would grab the boat and slow it down. But again, I was just going too fast.
Well, what do you say?
Let's do it.
And so, after some time to reflect, 2 days later, I got back on the pony to do it proper, over and over again, and prove to myself that I would not make the same error in judgment. With little wind and at slack tide, the conditions were good for practice maneuvers in the harbor. I brought along a willing old sea dog and took a moment to discuss what my thoughts were, just to be sure I am clear about my intentions with my crew. And the first thing I did was back out and go right back in. Hop out and secure the stern and spring line. Get back on and do it again. Captain Mike wanted to show me how to turn her on a dime, so we went into the center of the harbor and did plenty of spins. And sure enough, she rotates on the center of her keel quite well. Docked again, pushed off, went back out for more spins, and then back into my slip. Here is a before and after. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you have comments or thoughts, please leave them below. Thanks to my patrons. I am grateful for your support. If you haven't already, click subscribe, like this video, and get alerted for new and upcoming episodes. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.